January 25th revolution unleashed a large amount of potential onto the market. And around that theme, there's an awful lot of entrepreneurs emerging and getting a lot of support, including from their families, to start up their own new businesses. And that's a very exciting social development that will spur on entrepreneurship, I think, in the decades to come.
I've been dealing with Arab and Egyptian entrepreneurs for the best part of 14 years now. And I can tell you, the newer breed are hungrier and much more ambition than the ones I met a decade ago.
Egypt is certainly ripe for a boom in entrepreneurship. A young population with very sophisticated academic centers, latent capital waiting to be invested and drive the growth of innovative young businesses. And you have a buzz, something that people like Hossam and the Cairo Angels, but also other incubators and accelerators like Flat6 are not capturing, but empowering.
Astute, commercially astute on some of the principles that we're talking about. So something that is palatable, that looks and walks and quacks like debt.
What is interesting, what you're saying about the venture capitalist as well, is this overlap between what is angel and what is venture is a blurred line, I think. So keep me informed through our lines of communication.
Thanks for your time, Simon.
No problem at all. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Shooting out. Bye-bye. I think it's very important to support young Egyptian and Arab entrepreneurs. What we have seen is these economies of the Middle East and North Africa have been very closed economies. MENA is a very closed part of the world. And now with the Arab Spring, I think that situation has changed dramatically, and it's given a space for young, innovative entrepreneurs to get going and to develop their ideas. So I was in Cairo with some a month or two ago. I listened to 4 pitches of some really interesting ideas by some young Egyptian entrepreneurs. There will be a lot of failures even in the things that Cairo Angels support. But the idea of angel financing is that 10%, that 20% that actually do make it really big.
Of course, the economic outlook is not brilliant at the moment, but I believe in creative destruction in a way that I think new people will come to the scene and new sectors will start booming in different business models.
There's a tremendous amount of young people harnessing their energies, putting them forward in ways that make money, that are sustainable. I was a startup 11 years ago, and I do believe that is one of the most fulfilling things that one can do, start your own business, see it grow.
Flat6Labs today is a startup accelerator focusing on technology and technology-driven companies. The top quartile are spectacular. They're as good as anything out there in the world in terms of passion, dedication, ideas. What they may lack is a certain sense of ambition that they're good enough because their point of reference they haven't seen, they haven't competed.
كان قدامنا 2 اوبشنز، يا اما ان احنا نشتغل وقت قليل اللي هو بتاع الصبح، او بقى ان احنا كنا هنقلب بقى الوقت يوم خالص. فاحنا قررنا ان احنا هنجرب كده الاسبوع ده. فاحنا فعلا من اول اسبوع بدينا نشتغل من 11 بالليل لحد زي دلوقتي كده 12 واحده كده.
They come in with an idea, they leave as CEOs responsible for their staff, responsible for their customers, responsible to their board, and responsible to their shareholders.
Angel investors go where the institutional investors won't, be they venture capital firms, private equity firms, much less the commercial banks. We will take that risk on a startup that lets them get off the ground and get to the second round of financing.
In almost every sector that I look at, there are opportunities for new businesses. And combine that with a quite highly talented workforce and a highly talented entrepreneurial spirit that's grown up over the last 2 or 3 years, then you've got quite an interesting combination.
This is a growing industry in Europe and North America. I think it's going to become a growing industry to help those young entrepreneurs in the Arab world as well. So it's very exciting what Cairo Angels is doing. And great just talking to Hussam now and hearing the things that the connections he's having with the Gulf and with Lebanon and Jordan and Tunisia. This is really exciting stuff, and I think this is going to take things to the next level.
We should be trying to imagine a scenario where the Middle East within 5 years is a much healthier, more politically stable, on the road to prosperity. When we are there and foreign investment is starting to flow into this part of the world, it's going to be very lucrative to be sat holding equity in some very high potential, very talented startups. There's a huge satisfaction to being an angel investor. You get to work with some extremely inspiring people, some brilliant ideas, and you can't help but feel a little bit proud when some of those ideas, blossom into fruitful projects. You feel a sense of personal achievement having been involved in that.